This is day 25 of learning how to speak without scripts. Today I learned a technique that prevents you from shutting down mid-talk. The problem that a lot of people have when they don't have a script is they will either focus too hard on the exact word that they want to say, or they'll find themselves using the same word over and over again and try to fix it mid-sentence and get distracted. The problem with this is that you end up thinking so much about the exact words that you're using that you forget your next sentence and you completely freeze and you shut down in your tracks. The world's best speakers change the mindset when they don't have a script to fall back on, and they change it from one of trying to get every single word perfect to being comfortable speaking in the moment and seeing what flows out and what comes out of your mouth. It's easier said than done, because I believe that a lot of speaking and public speaking opportunities, it's drilled into you from a very early age that you need to have this script and everything needs to be perfect and needs to be super well presented. You don't always have that opportunity, and so it's a useful skill to be able to fall back on situations where you don't have scripts and you can say the first thing that comes to your mind. Why is this important? One is that it allows you to speak in a flow of consciousness, so it allows you to keep your flow, stops you from freezing. But number two is that from an audience's point of view, it makes you sound more conversational and more human anyway. When you have a perfectly scripted, polished performance, don't get me wrong, you appreciate that for what it is, but it doesn't sound fully human. It sounds like a performance, and that has its pros and it has its cons. But when it comes to speaking off a script, without a script, then you need to be able to adapt and keep with the flow regardless. So what have I learned today? I've learned if you want to speak successfully without a script, then you need to focus more on the idea that you're trying to get across rather than the exact words. This is day 25.